All right, guys, welcome to difference of squares and perfect squares. We are going to be able to factor binomials that are the difference of squares, and we're going to be able to factor perfect square trinomials, okay? So these are just, these are special cases, okay? So I'm going to write special cases. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So the difference of two squares, and what I mean by that is how we have a squared and b squared, those are two squares, is going to give you a plus b times a minus b. And let's go ahead and show you why that is. So if I have a plus b and a minus b, if I factor these, or if I FOIL these, a times a is a squared, a times b is negative ab, b times a is a plus ab, and b times negative b is a minus b squared. And what do you notice here? You've got a minus ab and a plus ab, so those are just going to cancel each other out, and what you're left with is a squared minus b squared. So that is why that's true. Sorry for that being cut off a little bit. Okay, let's look at example 1. So example 1 says that I've got x squared minus 25. And you know, you could write this as x squared minus 5 squared. 25 is a perfect square. And so what did we just learn? Well, we just learned that if you have the difference of two squares, that you can write it like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and write, this is going to be x minus 5. And this is going to be x plus 5. I guess if I wanted to follow the formula, I would do the plus first, but it doesn't really matter. And then, yeah, if you want to check your answer, watch. We can FOIL. So I'll get x squared minus 5x plus 5x minus 25. And what do you know this will happen? These cancel. And then, yeah, you're just left with x squared minus 25. Which is what we had. So we know that these are right. Let's look at the next one. I can write t squared minus 8 squared. So our answer is going to be t plus 8 and t minus 8. And just remember, if we wanted to find the roots, if we wanted to find the roots, we would set these equal to 0. So t plus 8 is equal to 0, and t minus 8 is equal to 0. We'll subtract 8, add 8, and we get t is equal to a minus 8, and t is also equal to a plus 8. So another way you could write that is that t is equal to plus or minus 8 if you wanted to find the roots. All right, let's look at example 2. Factor the following. So I know that this might look a little scary, but if we learned what we just learned, we can apply that. And this is actually going to be, we're going to rewrite this as 4h squared, because 4 squared gives me 16, and h squared is h squared. And then I'm going to subtract, what will this be? Well, this would be 3a on the inside, and on the outside we'll have this squared. Now I've got a difference of two squares, so I should be able to write it like this. 4h minus 3a, 4h plus 3a. Now obviously we can't solve for the roots because we've got two variables, but we could still apply what we just learned for this. Let's look at so this one's done. Let's look at the next one. This could be written as 11 squared minus, this could be written as 2b squared. Got my difference of squares, so then I could have 11 minus 2b and 11 plus 2b. To be or not to be. Haha. I think I'm funny sometimes. Okay, and then the last one. We just have to factor out this greatest common factor of 3g. So I'm going to pull out 3g first. If I pull out a 3g, I get 9g squared minus 1. And now I can use what we just learned. I know that 9g squared is a perfect square. This could be written as 3g squared minus, I know I could rewrite this as 1 squared. So what we end up getting is 3g plus 1 and 3g minus 1. And don't forget about this 3g. This is just got to go straight down. So this is 3g. And yeah, that's it. If we look over here at the example 3, it says factor b. Oh, this is b to the 4th power minus 16. So b to the 4th power is actually a square of b squared. So we could write this as b squared squared minus 4 squared. And then what you're gonna get is you're just gonna use the term on the inside here. So b squared minus 4 and b squared plus 4. And if you don't believe me, go ahead and FOIL that. So we would get b to the 4th, and then this would be plus 4b squared minus 4b squared minus 16. And then you notice these will cancel, and then you're just left with b to the 4th minus 16. So we know that this was right. I think I'll pause it here, and then I'll do another video for the backside.